Hello, welcome to my colorful kitchen. This is the first video of my series where I'm going to teach you how to make and how to decorate cookies. My name is Tiara and I invite you to join me in this fun journey. Before we starting, I want to show you that you can make and decorate cookies in your house with whatever you have at home. Now I'm going to show you the main difference, not show you, but I'm going to show you how to make cookies using a hand mixer. You can also, and it's easier if you use a stand mixer, but with a hand mixer, you are able to make anything about the cookies. During the recipe, while I'm going to teach you, I'm going to show the main points that makes difference between a hand and a stand mixer. Let's go. So for the vanilla cookie, we're going to need 110 grams of granulated sugar. We're going to need 110 grams of butter. It's important that the butter has this consistency, not too soft, not too hard. It's going to help with the crunch. We're also going to need one egg, more or less 50 grams, 1 tablespoon, in this case, of vanilla extract, 285 grams of all-purpose flour, and a pinch of salt. About the utensils, what we're going to need is basically a bowl and a hand mixer. Let's start. So we're going to start mixing the sugar and the butter. We're going to stir it with the mixer until it becomes fluffy cream. Okay, it's going to take around 2 minutes. So here is one of the difference between the hand and the stand mixer. Usually with the hand mixer, this type of spatula makes this thing. So when you use a stand mixer, we recommend you to use the flat spatula because first of all, doesn't have this thing that you have to take from the spatula. And second, don't put lots of air in your dough. But it's one of the difference that doesn't make, it's not going to make your dough or your cookie bad. So I'm going to take everything here and then we're going to keep. So you can see that it becomes a cream. This is basically the consistency that we want. So we can add, in a few minutes, I'm going to add the egg and the vanilla extract. Now let's add the egg, one egg, and the vanilla extract. That's 1 tablespoon. This is a white one. I like to work with white vanilla extract because I can use for the dough, the cookie dough, and for the royal icing. Now we're going to mix a little bit more until it becomes homogeneous. So it's between 3 to 4 minutes. So now we will add 285 grams of sifted flour. Okay. It's important that you add slowly because you're going to see that's going to fly lots of flowers. And it's easy, especially for the hand mixer, to incorporate. So we're going to start adding slowly the flour and the pinch of salt I'm going to mix here in the flour already. If you're using salted butter, you can put a little bit less. If you're using unsalted butter, you can put a pinch or a pinch and a little bit more. So let's start mixing everything in the slow speed. So the other difference is literally once more this. If you're using a stand mixer with a flat spatula, you're going to see that in the end, your bowl is going to be literally clean because everything is going to be in the flat spatula and it's going to be easier for you to clean. But the only thing that you have to do here is literally take everything from the spatula and I finish mixing with my hands. So it's not a big deal. It's just 2% more of work. Now I'm going to finish mixing everything with my hand. And you can see that you have a beautiful dough that's not sticky. It's just creamy. And with lots of butter, I tried to take all the flour that was around. And that's it. This is the result of our dough. It's a really buttery dough, really soft. Do not stick in your hand. And really beautiful and delicious, of course. So now that our dough is ready, we need to open it. It's really important that we open this in the same thickness because it's going to cook equally and not going to be some of the cookies in cooked in a certain way and other cookies in other ways. To make it easier, you can have this type of rolling, okay? This type of pin rolling, you have discs that show you the measurement. So here I have two discs that is about 6 millimeters and 3 millimeters, but usually it comes with more. I think the perfect thickness for cookies is between 4 and 6 millimeters. I like to do more 6 millimeters because I think the cookies, it's a perfect proportion between cookies and royal icing. And you have a crunchy cookie outside, a soft cookie inside with a crunch royal icing. And to open this, since we have this butter that the dough do not stick, but we have to open in some surface that makes it do not stick better. You can open between parchment paper, so you put it over here, you close, we close and we open, or you can even use between two Ziploc bags. Since these two Ziploc bags are not good, are not big enough, I'm going to use the parchment paper. So what you're going to do now is basically, you can cut the dough in the middle. I think it's easier. You can put part on here. I like to make it a little bit. And then you close this parchment paper. I like to leave a space. And then we start opening. You can, in the beginning, pressure it with your hand so you can make it spread a little bit. And then these rings are going to help you to leave the dough in the same height. Okay, this is what we need to do. Our dough, it's beautiful, it's open. This dough needs to rest 6 hours on the fridge. So I prefer keep them open and put them to rest in the fridge for 6 hours. I pack them. You can even put inside a Ziploc bag if you want. I like to pack them like that. I put in some tray so I can have these with no curves or no marks on it. And that's it. We have a dough that in 6 hours is going to be ready to be cut and to bake.